guys? Underground Geek here. Hope you like my new intro. Worked on it like 4 different times, so it's still work in progress. So don't think of that as a final intro, but it's the beginning of something. All right, guys. So I got True Believers Groot, the first appearance of Groot. Tales to Astonish. That's where he kind of started out from. This is number 13. Now, if you look at Groot, he looks a lot different than the Groot that we know nowadays. This is before the Guardians of the Galaxy was ever created. This is where he came from. He still has the origins of Planet X, but he's a villain as opposed to what we know even now. And he speaks regularly as opposed to just saying, "I am Groot." Got some pretty decent art here. Now, when I read this comic, I instantly thought of The Blob. Something along the lines of that. Just a old school monster movie kind of type comic. So this is what this turned out to be. So we start here with, I challenge Groot, the monster from Planet X. And it's funny how they talk in this comic, because he says, "Fool, none can withstand the mighty Groot. You're doomed. You and your town shall perish. I'm not afraid, Groot. You'll never take our town. I'll find some way to stop you." It's just so funny the way they talk. How can a human being conquer the unconquerable? So we start out here with the husband and wife doing some small talk driving, and all of a sudden they see a flash of something landing in the woods. Classic sci-fi alien movie type stuff. So he goes home, brings her home, and then says he's going to have to go investigate because he's a scientist, and it makes him very curious to see that. So when he gets there, he notices the glow and then makes the most horrible faces. "No, it can't be. Such things don't exist, and yet there it is. I'm looking at it." Very theatrical. So here we get Groot. He's sucking in all the wood around him, and as he absorbs it, he gets bigger, which is very different than the Groot we know now, which just grows on its own. So then we get another funny picture of his face. He goes to the sheriff, and I think he's talking to the mayor right here. Oh, no, he's talking to the sheriff. That guy's just the deputy. But so then they all show up. They got their guns. There comes Groot. He's lobbing in. They're so scared of him. They start firing, and it's doing nothing. So basically, he tells them that his plan at that point, he's going to gather up their town using the trees around into a big, huge net. And then he's going to take the net back to his home world where he can study them. That is the funniest thing. Well, anyway, so we've got Dick Tracy here. He's figured out how to maybe stop Groot, so he runs away, and everybody thinks he's just being a coward and he's running. It says, "Coward, come back." Sorry, I had to cut the video real quick. But anyway, so he says, "Coward, come back. Groot will show you the price of defiance." And so they got their torches. They're trying to burn him, old school Frankenstein style. That doesn't work. He starts calling upon the trees, and at that point, and the ants start showing up, and they're helping him fight. So the scientist is at home. He's developing some way to maybe stop Groot, and the roots are starting to take over the town. So at that point, he says, "That's it. This will destroy the mighty Groot." The mighty Groot. So he releases something, and from night till dawn, something kills him. He says, "Weak, I'm becoming weak. We cannot move." And he goes, "But what could possibly harm that Goliath?" Well, the next morning he's dead. And it says, "The deadliest enemy of wood, termites. I bred them in my laboratory, then I brought them out here and turned them loose on Groot." It was the funniest thing. This is like a late night kind of 50s movie. And I really enjoyed this. This was a good little tale. So it's a good origin story for Groot. But what's so funny about this comic is you get a twofer. So this is another one of those twofers. When I kept flipping, I thought, well, that's a lot of space left. Then you get this cool story of Journey into Mystery. Here comes the Hulk. Now, this is not the Hulk you're thinking of. This is something else. This is like old school scary movie. Maybe this was a predecessor to the actual Hulk. But it's pretty cool. This guy finds a big alien body laying in the water, brings him back to life. He tells his origin story. Turns out he's a villain. Then he goes on a rampage, mind controlling everybody. So pretty good little story. Got a nice horror movie feel to it as well. Got those crazy looking eyes with no face. Got some good artwork in the back here, some different covers for Groot and the Hulk. Then we get New Avengers, and we get Fing Fang Foom fighting Invincible Iron Man. I'm probably going to get this cover if I can find it. I also like this one too. Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. This one's pretty cool. I still want that Devil Dinosaur, so if you guys see that, let me know. But anyway, cool story, bro. I liked it. So tell me what you think about my review. Tell me what else you want me to review. Hit the thumbs up and hit the notifications button for the dinger. And yeah, Underground Geek out.